Hey writers, if you don't know me, I'm author Brittany Wang, and today we're doing something a little different. We're having a fun writer life plan with me. Okay, basically what this is going to be is we're going to spend some time first celebrating our top wins from this month as writers, and then set our writerly goals together for June. As most of you guys know, I love talking about goal strategizing. Anybody else in the comments? Productivity tips, tools, you guys like that stuff? I usually do all this planning off camera, and I have like this monthly reflection that I do, and then I plan my new goals. I also do weekly check-ins with my patrons in our Discord chat room, which is always fun. If you guys are here and you're patrons, let us know in the comments. You guys are awesome. But I also thought it'd be really fun to try hosting a short planning session where all of us here on YouTube could sort of celebrate and plan together. Does that sound good to you? Let's sort of get into it, but I did want to let you know that my wonderful patrons who help suggest and vote on my YouTube content really like this idea, so I'm super excited to try it out, and thanks so much, you guys, for voting for this. Again, I really want to encourage you, whether you have your bullet journal or your calendar or whatever you use to plan, have that out, or have a piece of paper and a pen. And I'm going to be sharing my wins and goals, but I'm also going to be shouting out some of yours as you share them in the comments, or you can just use this time to sort of sit back, be inspired, be like encouraged, and then do the planning yourself. So I also wanted to let you know that if you really enjoy this, I might make this a monthly thing. So as we go through it, definitely let me know that as well. Let's see if I can talk today, you guys. I'm so sorry. But I really want to make some of these sessions on the shorter side, so those of you watching the replay can get through the content a lot easier. So we're going to shoot for 15 minutes. I can sometimes be really long-winded, and I have a lot to say. So I'm going to try, okay? But we'll see how this happens, okay? But first, let's do some celebrating. I always think for me, it's really helpful for my mental health to not only look forward, but to look back in a joyful and thankfulness kind of way, and look over what I've already accomplished so that I just don't go forward and feel like, oh, I didn't do anything this month, that I can actually see what I did. So whether you're live with me today or in the comments on the replay, let me know what were some of your biggest wins from this month in May of 2020. So I see a bunch of you in here. As you share, I'm going to be putting your comments on the screen, but I see Zara and JJ and Amanda and Courtney and Mary and Fiction Technician, who did a collab with me recently, and Jean and KD, and a bunch of you guys are here. I'm super excited. Thanks for hanging out with me today. To help me do this, so I'm just going to sort of take you through my process too as I do this. I always reference my monthly goal tracking in my bullet journal. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I usually show this guy here. But I also like to look back at my yearly goals, which sort of act like a compass for me to make sure I'm staying on track with my main goals throughout the year. Does anybody else do that? Let me know in the comments. You can check out this video to learn more about my yearly goals and how I set them. But as a quick review, I've narrowed my goals for the entire year into 3 categories: publishing, platform, and business. And then I have specific goals under that. And before I do that, I just want to shout out some of your wins. You know what? Actually, let me get through this yearly part and then I will shout them out. But for the year, I had, for writing and publishing, I wanted to either secure a mentor or agent for the novel that I've been working on Wings of Ash and Dust. It's a YA fantasy, or self-publish it by early 2021. Now, this has adjusted a little bit. I'll explain that and why it's changed in a little bit as we go forward, but this is where I started out, and I really just wanted to move forward in the publishing process. That was my main goal. And then I had platform, because you always want to have, you know, a readership ready to read your books before your books come out, so they don't come out and then you're like hearing crickets because nobody knows about it. So growing the platform is definitely important to me, but I want to simplify my content process so it doesn't take too much time away from my writing, and also make it super purposeful and united with everything else that I'm doing, and not just making content just to have content. And then business side of it, I have a goal of making a certain amount of money per month with writerly side hustles so I can stay in the writer realm of work, keep working for myself and keep writing as the focus. So for me, I work for myself, I work from home, doing these writer side hustles, and then writing and soon publishing. Very exciting. So I just want to shout out a few of you and what your wins were for the month, and then I'll share some of mine. And I also wanted to say that I sent out a newsletter today asking for some of these as well, and some on Instagram. And oh my gosh, I am so long-winded. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible, you guys. But I do want to shout you out. So Maya from my newsletter responded and said, my biggest win for this month is I managed to write a full synopsis of my novel and share it with several people. All thanks to your video, Brittany. Shocking tip for writing better stories. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Maya, if you're watching. I'm so glad you enjoyed that video and that it helped you. And that's amazing that you were able to write your synopsis and get some feedback. Cool. We see that Holly wrote 32K in her middle grade fantasy. Mary bought the domain name for her website. Fiction technician. 10K into a new novella. Yeah, Courtney, I'm loving everyone's responses too. Is it such a cool group here? I love this. The vibe is just like so encouraging. Kenny said, I finished my new website on Wix. It's so exciting. Amanda, I added my work in progress to a Word doc. I didn't have a Word before, but I do now. I'm getting it ready to submit the Word doc for my first thesis class. Super exciting. Devin, I wrote my first ever short story this month. It's a sci-fi. Ah, so cool. Rachel, my biggest win for May was sending my first manuscript to an editor. You guys are crushing it. These are so good. I finished my last class required before transferring to university. That's amazing, Courtney. For life, I graduated college. Woo! As a writer, I passed the 40K mark in my novel. That's amazing. SP sent a paper for peer review and got rejected. That's okay. You know what? We always say here on this channel and with my circle of friends, fail faster. You got to get through the supposed failure to learn and to grow. So rejections are not ultimately bad. I talked about that in a video earlier this year. Super fun. Lisa said majority of outline for a new novella project and a website refresh. And Bear, I'm 85% done with my website and book. You guys, so many good ones. I gotta keep going or we will never get through this, but you can all see stuff in the, oh, there's more coming in. Everybody's comments on the side there. I finished my zero draft. Awesome, Esther. So hopefully I'll try to make sure the comments are available on the replay. And I just want to show as well, because I don't think I'm gonna have time to read them out loud, but I did ask on Instagram as well, and a bunch of you sent in all of your wins and your goals for June, and I loved it. Becca Fale, and I'm not going to pronounce these right. Sorry, so sorry, guys. Ingrid, Mary was on here too. Awesome. Cool. All right. So many good things, you guys. I'm so excited. All right. I'm going to try to get through mine real quick. I think I took too many notes, so I'm going to try to summarize a little bit for you guys. So I had three main categories for me. First is publishing, and I actually took a new direction. Anybody else sort of realizing that traditional publishing is slowing down just a little bit? So I decided to actually pursue writing a serial. I'm going to talk about this a lot more this same time next week during a different live stream, all about my serial and why I'm writing it. But basically, it's like a TV show, but in book form, and you can publish it a lot faster, write it a lot faster, and I have control over publishing it because it's self-published. So that's my plan. So I brainstormed and I plotted this serial loosely with my patrons, and they were so supportive and awesome. We did a couple live streams to do that. I also wrote a synopsis for episode 1. So each segment of the serial is an episode. And I sent the synopsis to my patrons and got feedback, and really, really appreciated you guys' feedback. I also created a tentative publishing timeline, which I may or may not share a little bit of next week as well. I'm trying to figure out when all that's going to happen, but very cool thing that I got done. So that's a win. I think this was actually the month before, but I joined Tomi Adeyemi's masterclass on writing. She wrote of Children of Blood and Bone. It's a best-selling YA book, and I love it. And she has her own masterclass, and I also joined the tier that gets like group coaching bi-monthly, and that's been really awesome. So sort of investing in my writing and publishing has been really awesome for me, doing that with her. Then, oh, and if you guys are wondering about Ash and Dust, it is still in the works, in the sense that, I wasn't sure I was going to share this, but I shared on Patreon when it happened, but I think I'm going to share it here. So anybody know what PitMad is on Twitter, and how agents can like request your work through a PitMad event? Well, I submitted Ash and Dust at the last PitMad, and I got a like from an agent and sent my manuscript to them. And they said that they were pretty fast responders, but that the virus has slowed everything down so much. So they still have my manuscript, and I won't have an answer probably for a little while. So I am planning to keep querying in the meantime, but that's super exciting, definitely a win, but that project is sort of out of my hands right now for the most part. And I have another project as well called Project Snow, and I have exciting things to share about that, but I'll probably share that a different time so we can move on. But my main focus is this serial, so I'm really excited about that. Then for platform, I hit 5K subscribers on here for AuthorTube, so that's super exciting. But my main goal was to simplify my AuthorTube process, because if you guys are on YouTube at all, you know, if you have your own channel, that scripting takes a long time, filming takes a long time, editing takes a long time, loading, promoting, all different kind of stuff to do it really well. So I was like, how can I do this and still provide really great content, but like not drive myself crazy and have more time for writing? And I was like, okay, let's try doing live streams again, just like every week. So I've been doing them every week, and that basically only entails scripting, doing the live stream, and promoting. So much easier and so much more fun because I get to hang out with you guys live. So I'm talking too fast. That's super awesome. So I did a bunch of live streams, and I've planned for the next 2 months of live streams. And this month I did 4 YouTube videos. Man, it keeps skipping. So if you missed any of these, they are linked down below, but got a bunch of people. That's the other thing about doing live streams. It's really easy to bring other people on and share what they know, and you guys get to ask questions. So I want to keep continuing to do this for sure. And then lastly, business. So I am trying to streamline some of my business stuff so I can focus even more on publishing. And so for my author website bootcamp, I ran a free website workshop, talked about website content and branding and newsletter content and growth and physically building your website, and gave all of that for free, and got to connect with a bunch of other people. And then I said, hey, if you want even more, I have my author website bootcamp. So I'm thinking of doing this free workshop every once in a while, and you should definitely come follow me on Instagram if you want to learn about the next one. But I also just wanted to say welcome to my new boot campers. You guys are amazing, and I'm super excited to keep working with you. Also, lastly, I had lots of fun on Patreon. Obviously did all the monthly offerings that I offer for all the tiers, but then we had 2 extra live streams for all patrons talking about serials. And then we also got to vote on live streams coming up for the future. And I just wanted to say a big welcome and thanks to everybody who joined my Patreon this month. So you guys are amazing. Finally, you can also share some personal wins. I saw some college graduating going on and different things like that. But I also, personally for me, got to celebrate 5 months with Ben. So that is amazing. Yeah, we've been married for 5 months, 5 years. I can't read, 5 years. And we're so cute. He's so cute. So I thought I'd put a few pictures in here. Awesome. So I'm definitely like already at 15 minutes. We're going to spend a few more minutes if you guys are okay with that. But let's talk about June. Okay, let's look forward. So now let's answer the question, what are your biggest goals for this upcoming month? And I want to know that in the comments. And as you're doing that, if you're having fun and enjoying this chat. I'm wondering, one, should we do this again next month? Are you finding this valuable and helpful? And if so, would you share this video with somebody on maybe on Instagram by taking a screenshot and tagging me at author Brittany Wang so that other people can know that this might become like a regular thing and they can join in either right now if they're around or next time. So you can take a screenshot right now if you would like and tag me, and I'd love to be friends over there if we're not already. And yeah, but let's keep going. Share with me your goals for June. I'm just gonna go back into the comments a little bit. Got some more wins here. Yes, Mary, this will be available on replay, so you can come check this out later. Mary needs to make more progress on her work in progress and more work on her other WIP. Sounds great. Let's see. Yay, Amanda, I'm so excited. You want to talk about the cereal? I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. And thank you so much for 5K. Yes, that's amazing. And all right, we're getting some. Would love to make this a monthly thing. Great, I love that. Mandy's ready for goal setting. This month went by so fast, I totally agree. And we have some goals, fully plot my Camp Nano project. I love that. Write more articles on Medium. I've heard a little bit about Medium. What is it exactly? Can someone tell me? We should absolutely do it again. Yes, please. Such a good webinar. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like it. Yay, Allie, I'm so glad you're here. Let's see, finishing rough draft definitely is my goal for next month. I love that. I want to finish handwriting my first draft for my work in progress. Awesome. I'd love to start back with posting my AuthorTube channel. Yes, if you're not already checking out Amanda and the content she already has, Amanda is a wonderful person. You should go check out her channel. Querying one project and finishing my new project. That's just for my newsletter subscribers. Awesome, JJ. I hope to finish my draft and I'd love to have these monthly. Yay! In perfect world, I would love to finish the current work in progress I'm writing, but if I get to the midpoint, that would be a win. Esther, I love that you sort of have two versions of your goals, and I'm going to talk about that as a tip in just a minute. Write more articles on me. Oh, I already got there. Hold on. We already said, my main goal is to draft more. Love it. We got a lot of drafting going on. I want to finish my first round of edits. Cool. I'm just going to throw these up on the screen so we can keep moving along and finish up. But you guys, you all have such great goals. Please make this monthly. So cool. Yes. And if you guys would like to see, hi Morgan, if you guys would like to see anything else specifically during these live streams for goals, just let me know. Oh, you're so sweet, Amanda. That's okay. We're going to wrap up in a bit and you can watch the replay. Started my author channel yesterday, so working on that. Bandy, that's amazing. Super excited for you. So, all right. I'm just going to recap my goals really fast. And I wanted to talk really briefly about something Esther said, because she had sort of hey, if I do this, that would be great. And this is sort of my reach goal. So I want to encourage you guys, as a tip, as you're making your goals, is to think about your goals in the ones that you could scale it up, and you can have a good goal, a better goal, and a best goal. So for example, maybe you say, hey, I want to write 10K this month. That's my good goal. But if I have extra time or I can push myself a little bit more, my better goal is to write 15K. And my reach goal, it would just be the best if I could reach 25K. And so you can sort of set up your goals staggered like that, so that if all you reach is what I say, 10K to begin with, then you're just okay, if I reach nothing else, I still succeeded in some way because I did my good goal. But if I reach better or best, then that's just an added bonus, and that's amazing. So actually, Holly, if I can find her in the chat real fast, my friend Holly talked about this on her YouTube channel, and I first heard it too from Sarah Cannon, and I think it was on her Heart Breathings channel or maybe her Sarah Cannon channel. I can't remember, but I don't know who originally made up the method. Holly has a video all about it that she did recently, which I loved, but really, really good tip that I am trying to do. So for me, I should probably break this down even more, but my main publishing goal going forward is to start drafting my serial. So my good goal is to fast draft episode 1 and 2, and they're going to be, with a fast draft, it's probably going to be around 17K, maybe around 20. So I'm thinking I can do that in 2-week batches to do each episode. So that's my good goal. It's like, if nothing else, I really want that to happen. My better goal is if I can also cut 17K from Ash and Dust. Right now, I want to keep querying it, but it's over the amount that it really should be to be traditionally published. So my little bit reaching goal, my better goal, is to somehow cut 17K. So I want to break that down so that I have a word count goal to cut every day for the month. And then Project Snow, I just want to clarify the main character and antagonist goals, motivations, and stakes. That's what that stands for. And so that is going to be like my best goal on top of everything else. So if I can get to that after cutting the words, then that would be my best goal. Does that all make sense? Does that concept make sense? Is it helpful? Let me know. And then just real quick for my platform, I want to get more into a regular posting rhythm that is simple. So I want to keep doing the 4 YouTube videos, but do them in live streams. I want to post on other socials at least once a week, maybe more, but at the very least once a week. And then I want to send out a monthly newsletter like I usually do. And then for business, I want to focus on Patreon the most and sort of focus more on organically promoting things instead of doing big pushes or launches for things. So I'll be talking about that a little bit here on lives, and also share any offerings in videos or posts like I just said. So sort of make that a little more organic, and if it comes up, great. But if not, I'm going to be focusing on the writing and the publishing, and that is my goal here. So, all right, this was so fun, you guys. It was a little longer than I intended, but it was so awesome to chat with you. I think I'm going to do a similar live stream at the end of June because a lot of you are saying that you would like that. And if you want even more help with setting writer goals, deeper dives into the productivity tools I use, and even more tips about specifically working from home, if that is your life right now, I've got a couple playlists linked down below and certain videos that I think will really help you out that you can check out in a little bit. Also, set your calendar to be back here next week and pretty much every week for a while at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to join the lives. And next week, I'll be sharing updates on my serial and explaining more of that and everything. So I'm going to spend a few minutes just looking at comments and wrapping things up with you guys. But you all are amazing. And yeah, I hope this was just like a fun session. I'm probably going to have to make these at least 25 minutes, it looks like. But it's all an experiment right now. I love like trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't. And so thanks for trying something new with me, you guys. Let's see. This would be perfect monthly. Awesome. We've got some more goals here. More goals. And yay, I'm so glad you love it. Writing consistently. Bring it on. I love it. Let's see. More goals. You guys are setting some awesome goals. I love this. This was great. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Yay. I'm so glad you guys were here hanging out with me. Yeah, I will try to not talk so fast and explain so much. But I'm glad you really liked this. And we will definitely do this again. Yay! So excited you want to hear about the serial. Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, definitely stay tuned for next week and mark this time for future weeks. Bye, guys.